In the eyes of many Americans, he stands as one of the most respected presidents in history. Although he left the White House 8 years ago, he remains incredibly active in his work, often laboring late into the night. He accomplished three significant things that have earned him the admiration of countless people. He is Barack Obama. If you too believe he was one of the greatest presidents, feel free to write respect in the comments section. After leaving office, he established the Obama Foundation, dedicated to cultivating the next generation of global leaders. Over the past decade, the foundation's programs have expanded to reach more than 60 countries. In 2023, he traveled to places such as Indonesia and South Africa to ensure that these various initiatives were proceeding smoothly. He donated his entire Nobel Peace Prize award, and while his book sales generated approximately $30 million, the majority of those funds were channeled into the advancement of education. Together with Michelle Obama, he championed the Girls' Opportunity Alliance, helping girls in underprivileged regions gain access to educational opportunities. Perhaps his most admirable quality was his drive to. He championed and successfully passed the Affordable Care Act. During his tenure, despite facing immense political pressure and resistance, he remained steadfast in his determination to achieve his goals. Today, more than 20 million people have gained health insurance coverage, an achievement with profound implications for the middle class and those in need of assistance. Do you admire Barack Obama? Feel free to share your respect in the comments section.
Obama came out, and I'm not a fan of his policies or anything whatsoever. I'm not a fan of him at all. But I will tell you this. He greeted and shook everyone's hand in that room, and there was a lot of people. He went to every single person. I was like, that's cool. I was like, regardless of what BS you're involved with, I was like, that was cool. And when we went to the hangar to offload the C-17s with all these caskets, flag draped, he stood at a hand salute, a very crisp one, the whole time. That dude did not move. And we were like going on like 3 days no sleep. I mean, we're sitting down because we're like exhausted. Our backs are killing us from the pain of just operating. And that dude did not move. He was just crisp. Did not move for 45 minutes. Like nothing. The whole time. And as much as I don't agree with his policies and all the corruption I think that he's maybe involved in, he earned some respect from me on that day. For showing that right there, to the respect for those men. I have to give that to him. I have to.
Donald Trump wants what Obama has in terms of this cultural cachet. When he goes to the games like the NFL games, everywhere except the UFC, he is in a box because he can't be on the floor like that. I'm wondering your take on, as somebody that was in the room, who saw it live, just a juxtaposition between these two presidents.
Well, you know, the few times I've been able to meet Obama, you know, it was when he was still in office, and it was very clear that Obama is like a real sports fan and a very big basketball fan. And his stress relief was actually watching sports. Like, he didn't watch, I mean, I'm sure he was kept abreast about what was happening on CNN and MSNBC and a lot of the other news stations, but his downtime a lot was spent watching ESPN, which, you know, was how he knew who I was. And I was floored by this. Like, you know who I am.
Ma'am, you're
this
very
is crazy.
famous.
Please, Jamila, please. Everybody knows who you are. You got to stop with this.
Still, there's a certain level of fame you think you have, and then when the president of the United States is like, yeah, I know who you are, that's a different level, okay? And so he's always had this love affair with basketball, and he has a very good relationship with a lot of NBA players, LeBron, Steph Curry. And a few years ago, when the players did a work stoppage after Jacob Blake was shot, Obama was one of the people they consulted and talked to about how they should proceed, because many of them didn't want to finish the season. They wanted to make a big statement, and he was one of the consigliaries that was in their ear. I've said this before when it comes to MAGA and even to Donald Trump. A lot of people in MAGA, a lot of his administration, part of the reason they're so angry is because they're just not cool. And they're not cool. And they're not accepted in certain places where cool people are. You know, Donald Trump is not someone who strikes me very much as a people person. Yes, he has friends, but Obama and Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, like, you want to hang out with them. You know, you want to, like, dang, I want to grab a beer with Barack. I want to go kick it with Barack. Like, he has that kind of energy, and Donald Trump doesn't have that energy. And so Barack Obama could have very easily have been in a suite, but that would have been inauthentic to who he is, because he truly is a man of the people. And the reception that they both get wherever they go, the warmth, the love, it doesn't matter if they're in the United States or if they're abroad or even if they're in conservative circles, there is a level of respect that people have for them that drives Donald Trump absolutely crazy because they're cool, they're hip, they're welcome every place from the NBA All-Star Game to the Academy Awards. It doesn't matter. And part of Donald Trump's present anger is the fact he's not welcome there. People, they don't think he's cool and they don't think MAGA's cool. Like, that's why they can only get people like Kid Rock to perform.
That I've been praying to see happening. The respect to the black person. The global respect to the black people. So when I see someone like Obama who left office many years ago today coming to receive a global respect, then I feel something is happening. I feel that respect that was ignored for the longest time is coming out again. You know, black people are made to rule. When you see some of our blacks coming outside that black are chosen, black are the only people who are made to rule, to conquer. It's not a job. So whenever something happens, when you see someone coming to talk about Trump, he or she is representing the white Americans. And when you see someone coming out to talk about Obama or any other person like Michelle Obama, all these, the Louis Farrakhan, all these people who are coming out to do something to expose the nature of blacks, then he or she is representing the black people in general. And here we are, watching how the world is responding towards Obama. Whenever he and his wife, Michelle, try to visit across the world, they receive much love, great reception, and much respect that even DJT himself today can no longer afford to get or to receive. And this is what is making DJT and his fans, his supporters who are MAGA, to panic, to fume, and ask questions. How is this possible? And this is something that's has been making many of the white Americans and DJT himself, Donald Trump, to be obsessed with Obama. Because anytime you see Obama trying to do something, Trump must comment. He must say something negatively. Because his hate towards Obama is natural. So sometimes I ask questions, why is he doing this? Because Obama is not an opposition leader. Obama is not seeking for any position in government. He's not seeking for presidential office again. He's not going to contest for any position. But why DJD is so obsessed with him? He doesn't appreciate anything that he do. He doesn't appreciate, he doesn't condemn, but he must say something. If you can remember during the time of Obama Presidential Center, that library, it brought a lot of reactions. And DJT was the one who came out to start saying that he doesn't appreciate calling that building name ugly, no plan and everything. But he's not talking about the boardroom. Before you come out to say something, you have to check or observe what is the meaning of this thing. Because when today we talk about the Obama Presidential Center, this is something that is for the people. It was built for the people. Obama has nothing to get from it. He has nothing at all to get from it. He's not benefiting anything. He spent his billions of dollars to build to construct that building. And this is just an appreciation to the community because they supported him. Whenever he asked for support, for vote, for everything, they stood with him. So this just bringing back the hand and appreciation to the community that you did something, and I'll never forget you. Obama, despite getting out of the office many years ago, he never left the hearts of people. He never left the hearts of Americans. That's why you see every place he tried to visit, he has much love. People still feel like they wish they can have him again as their president, as the American statesman, as the commander-in-chief. Because during the regime of Obama, many Americans lived in peace. They saved their life. That's why Obama came up with an organization like Obamacare. People are living freely. The high cost of living was better. He dealt with immigration, but he did it better. That's why you see today, many of the MAGA voters, white Americans, are coming out to compare the regime of Obama and of DJT and they say one thing: Obama was better. Maybe you might not be agreeing with his policies, but he did it better. He never pushed Americans to the wall to feel like how they're feeling today. So today, Obama is receiving a global warm welcome, global love, global respect, which DJT cannot afford to have even a quarter of it. Every time, every place across the world, across the globe today, everyone is not even ready to call the name Trump because he has caused the global disasters. The tariffs has killed the entire globe trade. Even Americans themselves today, they can't hold the effect of tariffs. They're losing everything. Farmers losing their farms, companies shutting down, people losing their jobs. So this is what today is making the world today to still rank Obama as the best than DJT, who is holding office, and he is furious for that. But now, you can't hide the truth. You can't force people to love you, but only your action can make them to love you and respect you as how you deserve. Stay blessed. You're watching from. I do appreciate your time for tuning, supporting, and subscribing this channel. Keep on coming each time we are here to do the same, and peace out.